Hello and welcome to our presentation. What you don't know will hurt you. Did you know? My name is Salvador Gomez, and I just ask that you please pay close attention to the information that we have for you. It's vital for your health. So, our first question that we have for you is, what should be done when we confront a common illness?
Lifestyle and home remedies. Many infectious diseases, such as colds, will resolve on their own. Drink plenty of fluids and get lots of rest. And just some minute detail to that lifestyle and water that we're to drink, we should also take very good care as to what we eat. Psalms 1.
39 verse 14. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Now notice the definition of complex, consisting of many different and connected parts. That is how God made us.
The complexity of the human body is made up of 9 systems, of which all 9 work harmoniously to keep the body alive and functioning.
And our focus will be on the lymphatic system or the immune.
The major immune related organs of your body include the bone marrow, the thymus, the spleen, tonsils, liver, skin, adenoids, and lymph nodes. The tonsils and adenoids are also called the nasopharyngeal tonsils and the palatine tonsils, respectively. These are secondary lymphoid organs. Their job is to be sentinels where infections are most likely to get into the body and act as the very first line of defense for pathogens you might inhale through your nose, mouth, and throat.
The thymus has a process of determining if a T cell has the right receptors on it to belong, otherwise, they are destroyed and removed from the body.
Old and dying white or red blood cells get filtered and removed from the spleen. In certain diseases where the red blood cells are not shaped normally, the spleen doesn't see them as normal and destroys them, leading to anemia and a very large spleen. This medullary cavity is the deepest and innermost part of the bone. This is very important because it's where blood cells are made for the entire body. This process, called hematopoiesis, is absolutely necessary for the production of nearly every cell your body needs in order to function. The bone marrow is considered a main organ of the immune system because it makes all the main immune cells in your body. We talked about hematopoiesis before and about how white blood cells are made. These are some of the major immune related cells of the body. They are either directly considered immune cells or will turn into immune cells at some point. Cells of the neutrophil line and lymphocyte line are extremely important in many immune system functions. T cells arrive from the bone marrow for a thorough screening process before they can be let loose into the circulation to do their job. T cell functions. T cells recognize antigens, substances that prompt an immune response that the body has encountered before. However, unlike another immune cell called a B cell, T cells do not make antibodies or proteins that correspond to specific antigens and help fight infection. Instead, some T cells help B cells make antibodies and others directly kill an infected cell or a cancer cell. T cells also help prevent the immune response from attacking normal host cells inappropriately. First, you want any T cells you have to be healthy enough that your body recognizes them as being yours. The thymus has a process of determining if a T cell has the right receptors on it to belong to your own body. The next thing you want is for your T cells to also know that the rest of your body cells belong to your own body as well. The job of the T cells is to recognize infected, damaged, or cancerous cells in the body. If it accidentally thinks one of your healthy cells is foreign or damaged in some way, it will kill it, not realizing that the cell is normal. Your T cells accidentally think one of your normal cell types is abnormal, killing it, and all the cells like it. The immune system tries to counteract this by having T cells select out and mature in the thymus. In fact, only a small percentage of T cells made by the bone marrow will survive this tough selection process. The same process happens in the bone marrow and the lymph nodes with the B lymphocytes, which are the antibody producing cells. Most cells of the innate immune system, including dendritic cells, macrophages, natural killer cells, and neutrophils, have certain receptors on their cell surface called toll-like receptors, TLRs. These belong to a family of receptors whose job is to say if a certain pathogen is dangerous or not. The major mechanism the innate immune system has in the defense against pathogens is called phagocytosis, or the cell-eating process. These are cells that are trained to eat and digest anything that isn't recognized as being part of the self. Notice the function of the natural killer cell. These immune cells can recognize and kill the cells of someone's body that have been infected with a pathogen. Natural killer cells can also recognize and destroy tumor cells. Disease. People who have deficient natural killer cells, usually because of an inherited immune disorder, may be more prone to certain viruses. The location. Natural killer cells, or NK cells, are present in the blood and can move into other tissues to find targets. At this time, we're going to show a small clip of what phagocytosis looks like.
Phagocytes are attracted to the area of invasion by chemical products of the microorganism, phospholipids released by injured mammalian cells, or by components of the complement system. The phagocyte moves into the area of invasion and then attaches to the microorganism. The attachment is mediated by a variety of surface receptors, including antibody, lipopolysaccharide, and complement receptors. For example, the C3b component of complement coats bacteria or other particles and then binds to C3b receptors on the phagocyte. This process of coating to enhance phagocytosis is called opsonization. The microorganism is then engulfed by the phagocyte into a vacuole known as a phagosome. Vesicles in the cytoplasm called lysosomes fuse with the phagosome, releasing digestive enzymes such as lysozyme and proteases into the phagosome. The structure resulting from this fusion is called a phagolysosome. Inside the phagolysosome, microorganisms are killed and digested. Finally, the digested contents of the phagolysosome are eliminated from the phagocyte by exocytosis.
Here's an actual microscopic view of that process.
Your immune system is a coordinated effort your body puts forth in order to keep you healthy. It is the bodily system responsible for fighting infections of all kinds, getting rid of damaged tissue, and even fighting cancer in your body. There are several parts to the immune system that work together to protect you from the potentially hostile environment around you. How many cancerous cells are created in your body every day? Experts think there are thousands made on any given day because your T cells are always patrolling the body for these cells. You don't get cancer nearly as much as you otherwise would if you didn't have this important function. Many new cancer treatments are directed not so much at destroying cancer cells, radiation that is, but at improving your immune system activity. This is called hemoglobin therapy. So that your cells can selectively kill the cancer cells directly.
So, what is our takeaway? Healthy blood makes a strong immune system. A strong immune system gives protection from pathogens. Protection from pathogens allows a new lease on life. A new lease on life provides hope. And that's the message for us today, that we have hope, because there is a way that we can keep our immune systems as strong as possible and help us fight off disease and pathogens that are surrounding us all over, everywhere we go. Now notice, how do we purify our blood? The liver is found in the upper right part of the abdomen. It helps convert food into energy. It also converts toxins like alcohol, harmful metals, and medications into harmless substances and ensures they are removed from the body. This is taken from healthline.com. Now, even though here we have some more information taken from Better Health, vic.gov. Notice what it says. Cirrhosis is a type of liver damage where healthy cells are replaced by scar tissue. Common causes include excessive drinking of alcohol, hepatitis B and C, virus infections, and fatty liver that causes of the liver. And so the liver will filter out as much as it can until it actually is damaged to the point where we get this disease called cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, so how do we go about getting the pure blood without damaging the liver? Is there an existing herbal tonic that will assist our immune system and boost our overall health? Yes, that's the answer that we have for you today. We do have a tonic, herbal, 100% healthy and non-toxic. We want to share that with you. Did you know since 2010, United States has been privileged with a very successful herbal supplement? It has changed the lives of many here in US and abroad, including mine and those that are closest to me. And this is a fact. I've been taking this supplement for over a year. I have any pain in my body, it takes the pain right away, just as fast as any over-the-counter medication might do. It helps with just, I want to say, any disease, including cancer. As a matter of fact, it was made to It's a supplement. It's a food supplement. It's actually food that you can take, and it will uh, cause the poiesis or in our bone marrow to create healthy blood. It creates healthy blood in our body. It creates the red blood cells, the white blood cells. Here we will share about all of its benefits. So pay close attention to this.
Hemoglobin therapy. Number 1, stimulates blood cell production, which is called hematopoiesis. Red blood cells, protein carrier. White blood cells, activation of T cells and natural killer cells. Creates platelets, clots the blood when injured. Gives plasma. Liquid substance carries vitamins and blood cells throughout the body. Number 2, blood cleanser. It detoxifies the blood. Number 3, regulates a healthy level of blood, which is called modulation. Not more than what you should have, or not less than you should have as well. It's a balanced amount of all. Then we have A, helps the body fight off all pathogens and diseases or viral infections. Number 4, increased levels of healthy energy. Number 5, helps fight insomnia. And we would like to leave you with this very important quote in regards to health. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. And now we have a call to action. Since health means everything to you, click on the link in the description box below and fill out the form. Then await further instructions. We look forward to serving you. Thank you.